Alright guys, welcome back to another update of my Canadian dividend investing portfolio series. If you're new here, what I do is I'm just recording my investing escapades on YouTube as a Canadian dividend investor. You can see I've been receiving dividends since September 2020, and they've been slowly going up and up and up ever since then. Well, except for that one, I guess. And I've just kind of been taking you guys along for the ride and documenting everything in this custom Google Sheet that I made. So today my stock balance or my stock value is sitting around $77,899. There's a little bit of cash there. I actually need to update that, but close to $78,000. So the total portfolio is down just under 6%, which is actually fine because recently it's been down as low as like 12% or something. And so it's actually come up about $10,000 in the last month or two from its kind of worst performing time, which was just recently. So that's actually I'm welcoming that. That's nice to see. My average yield is sitting around 5%. That's a weighted average of all the stocks in the portfolio, which I'll show you in a second. But 5% times the total stock values works out to about $3,892 per year that I'm expecting in passive income. I did buy just a few stocks today, and I'm going to show you what I bought, and then we're going to come back to this at the end of the video, and you're going to see how much it increases. It won't be much today, but it'll be something. The idea is to always have this number growing because passive income is pretty nice to have. So jumping into the portfolio, I will just double check that it is accurately sorted. Yeah, a few things have shifted around since the last time. But I'll just put the biggest winners at the top and the biggest losers at the bottom. Feel free. I got a little watch list down here as well. Feel free to pause and check it out or whatever you want to do. I can organize this in all sorts of different ways. Like there's not so useful ways like alphabetical, but sometimes what I want to come in here is I want to organize to see like what are my biggest positions. So I can sort that here and I can see, okay, Waste Connections is my biggest positions, followed by Ryokan, whatever. And then sort this down and see which ones are the smallest. Different views helps me organize the whole thing because there's a lot going on in here. I can also sort it by sector, for example, so I can put all of the financials together, all of the real estates. Then I can come in here and look to see if there's any issues or patterns. For example, yeah, I don't really know what to draw from this, but like consumer staples, we can see right now are all in the green for me, whereas REITs, for example, are all in the red. So having a spreadsheet does help to organize your thoughts a little bit when your account starts getting kind of big. So that's why I like this one. And it is actually, there's a link in the description below if you would like to try it as well. So lately I've been enjoying having it sorted this way. It kind of makes the most sense to me at the moment, especially with such big losses all over the place. It's just good for me to keep track of what's what with that. But basically when I was in here, I was just pretty much looking at picking up a few more of Metro. Let's just pop into the Spark Lines tab down here. And we got Metro pulled up. I can look for any of the stocks that are in the portfolio here, but let's just put it for the last year. It's going to make a little bit more sense when we look at it. So it's bouncing up and down a little bit in the last year, and it happens to be at the lower end of the range. And actually today they had dropped a little bit. It was like 0.5% or something on the day. So I thought, yep, I'm just going to slide in a few more shares because, yeah, when we look at the all-time or just even the 5-year, it usually goes up. So I'm kind of going with that and taking the opportunity while I can. In the spreadsheet, you can even jump directly from the sheet to the stock and Yahoo Finance. So maybe let's do that as well. And so it's just going to pull it up here. If you're not sure, you want to check something, it's always good to come in here, take a look at what's going on at their revenue and whatever else is in here, all of the Yahoo Finance information. So that's a nice thing. But anyways, let's jump into Wealthsimple Trade. And I'm going to sort this for buys and activities in my tax-free savings account. So you can see actually I made a video a couple days ago. I bought a couple shares of MRU a few days ago. Actually, then I paid $69 and today I paid $67.83. So it has been dropping a little bit more since I bought, and that's okay. I feel like there's some value in the stock that I want to capture. So what I need to do is I need to bring this in, and I actually did make a $200 transfer in as well. And actually while we're here, you're going to see I received some dividends as well. since the last video, so 2352 from BMO and a little bit from Waste Connections as well. So what I want to do is I actually want to capture all that information and bring it into the spreadsheet. You can even see here my transfer. I put in $200 again here as well. So in the spreadsheet, I want to put all of that in because the spreadsheet only knows what I tell it. So let's maybe start with deposits and withdrawals. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and I'm just going to add in the $200 transfer that I put in to make sure it's up to date. And I believe I did that. I think it was, yeah, today. It was December 1st, 2023. And then the dividends that I received as well, we got to record these as they trickle in. So I have TSC, it was Bank of Montreal, and Waste Connections here. And if you remember from the previous screen, they both came in on November 28th, 2023. Let's see if I can copy and paste that down. And BMO did pay $23.52. And these guys were 1101. I literally just write this down on a piece of paper, and then I bring it over or hold it on my phone or whatever. So I got the recent dividends in. And what else? We need to log the transaction here too. So we're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom, master list of all of my transactions since ever. And I'm going to drop this in here. It was TSC MRU, December 1st, 2023. And I picked up 2 shares. The unit price on those guys, again, 67.83. And this stuff never really ever changes. So I'm just going to drag that down. The total here adds up to what I was expecting, which is a good check. And then what I want to do is I want to pop back into the summary tab here. And what I'm primarily looking for in here is the annual dividend income. So at the beginning of the video, this was sitting at $3,892. Now we're up to $3,895. So it's an increase of about $3 a year, not much. But the company that I bought, let's actually take a look here in the portfolio, Metro, they have a pretty low yield. Their dividend yield is 1.77%. So it's they only pay out $1.21 per year on each of their shares, and I only bought 3 of them, so really not much changed. But the good thing is that's going up, and as we look at this, we can see it's always going up because I'm always buying more stocks, and I'm always reinvesting the dividends that I get, and just buying more and more shares with them. So that closes out November at $233 for the month, and in the next video, probably the first couple of dividends will start rolling in from December, and I'll add in another column or bar in this chart, and we'll be able to start recording that and going forward. So guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.